And joining me this morning for an overview of the developments that we are seeing is our editor from the South, T.S. Sudhir. He joins us from Hyderabad. Srisha Reddy, my colleague, is joining us from Tirupati, the constituency of Kiran Kumar Reddy. And the mood can't be more different, Sudhir, if I could begin from you. Hyderabad, of course, has been immersed in celebrations since last evening. Those in Seema Andhra, we're going to see protests today. Get us the voices of the people from ground.
Absolutely, contrasting images from Hyderabad, from Telangana region, and also from different towns of Seemandhra region, which of course will be observing a Bandh today. Of course, the big development today will be Chief Minister Kiran Kumar Reddy's resignation. He's likely to address the press at around 10:45, and after which around 11:30 and 12 is when he's going to meet the governor to submit his resignation. Coming perhaps a little too late in the day is what many people would argue, because he has been saying all along that he would somehow prevent the bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh. That, however, has not happened. With me are some people from Hyderabad to get a sense of the people on the ground, what they are feeling. Mr. Hira Singh, you are a votary of Telangana.
Yes, sir.
What is the emotion that you're going through after seeing what happened in the Lok Sabha yesterday?
Yesterday after Lok Sabha, we are liberated from Andhra rulers and loot has been stopped.
Strong words.
Loot has been stopped and the rulers have changed. Our people will rule now.
Okay. Is that a sentiment that you share, Mr. Srinivas Rao, that the loot has been there? I mean, that's a very strong sentiment that he's expressing. Yesterday we met a woman who said that India gained independence on August 15, 1947. Telangana is gaining independence now. Is that the kind of sentiment on the ground?
It is, yes, but I don't say it is loot, but anyway, we are liberated. We are free from our others' pressures.
Okay. There would also be apprehension because Hyderabad is going to be the common capital for a period of 10 years. Will people, because 35% of Hyderabad's population is from people from the other two regions, will people from Telangana and those from Seemandhra be able to live together in peace and harmony here?
Living from 55 years, we live further also. We are not asking them to go out. They can enjoy our health facility. Their children can be educated. They can seek the employment. If your son and daughter is
But when you use very strong words like loot, isn't that creating a bad feeling?
Yes. I have seen from last 50 years it is a loot. Right from Kasubramanian Reddy's time. I am agitator of 69.
Okay, fine. So that's the kind of feeling, strong emotions here. Yesterday at the Telangana Rashtra Samiti office, we saw a whole lot of celebrations taking place. Actually, it's also a lot of expectations which have been raised by those who advocating a separate statehood for Telangana, that once statehood is given, there will be many more job opportunities, there will be many more investment opportunities. So essentially a moment of hope, and once the Rajya Sabha and thereafter the President signs this bill, they would hope that a new era will actually dawn for this region when it becomes the 29th state of India. Ruchika?
Well, votaries of Telangana, they're describing this move of creation of Telangana as a liberation. Let me go across to Srisha Reddy, who's joining us from Tirupati. The sentiment, of course, very different there. Srisha, many of the people there saying that they have got a raw deal instead, though there are talks of packages, there are several amendments that were moved to that bill, but still not satisfied with those amendments. The people there, what do they expect? What are they anticipating in days to come?
Well, that's right, Ruchika. They of course not happy because this news came as a major disappointment for them, who have been protesting for more than 200 days against the bifurcation of the state. And of course, Kiran Kumar Reddy also is stating that he would resign today. Has also not gone to people because they think it's too little, too late what Kiran Kumar Reddy is doing. And I am at Kiran Kumar Reddy's home turf. I have a couple of professors with me and Professor Krishna Mohan. He was also part of drafting the Sri Krishna committee. Sir, how do you feel right now that the bill has been passed in the Lok Sabha? Now all eyes will be on the Rajya Sabha.
Yeah, we feel like Aam Aadmi Party, honest politics versus dishonest politics. Right from the beginning, we have been consistently saying in the media that it is possible in India to bombard half-truths and lies and mislead people, politicians, even the intellectuals, and get on whatever they like. This happened because once they have started this propagation, we demanded a committee and they appointed Sri Krishna committee. Sri Krishna committee clearly said that whatever they have alleged, that we have looted their resources, finance, water, jobs, everything is a sheer lie. But then how can they divide the state? We don't understand. No. Right. Another thing. See, you see all the three states, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand and Uttarakhand, there was an unanimous resolution from the assembly. You see, our assembly has rejected this bill and yet they passed in the parliament. No, number two, there was based on a commission or a committee, and they did not even take into account Sri Krishna committee. Number 3, how many of the MPs, out of the 500 MPs, know about Andhra and Andhra Pradesh? Do they know the difference between Andhra and Andhra Pradesh? And how many of them have heard about Sri Krishna committee report? Why didn't the political parties demand the discussion of Sri Krishna committee report in the parliament? Right. This is our question.
That's a major disappointment that's been coming up. So I have another professor, Balaji, who works for the Shri Venkateswara University. How do you see this now that there is a Bandh call, and of course everything has been stalled as far as the Himachal region is concerned, and Kiran Kumar Reddy has said that he would resign today?
Yeah, all our MPs and had they resigned some time back, the central government would have fallen. Alternatively, if the Kiran Kumar Reddy and his colleagues had they resigned some time back, the state government would have fallen, and perhaps this division could have been averted. But at this point of time, it's not good for Kiran Kumar Reddy to resign. At this point of time, he has to participate in the central government and have discussions with Shinde and other colleagues and try to do whatever is possible justice can be done to this Andhra region and of course to Telangana also. It's not wise to resign now. He should stay there and go to Delhi and try to get as many benefits as possible.
There are much bigger problems as well as far as the sharing is concerned, sharing of power, revenue and other things. So how do you see that?
Yeah, it's a very complex problem. That's why Professor Krishna Mohan Reddy has said the Sri Krishna committee has done extensive exercise and they should follow all those guidelines. But unfortunately, they did not look into those things and no one knows what is there. The other MPs did not know anything. So now the problem is there will be more problems. To solve a small problem, they have created a big problem and it's never ending.
Right.
So they should meticulously work out and see both regions should remain peacefully.
That's right, yeah. So as you clearly get the sense from the ground that there are going to be much bigger hurdles on the ground.